So for today's video, I wanted to go back. I mean, way back. I want to go back in time and explore some of the oldest versions of Minecraft all the way to the current one. I want to explore the differences between them. Not a very in-depth analysis, but just the vibe you get from each version. I think it'd be interesting to start at the beginning and then end up at the most current version. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, so here we are on the very first version of the game. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not really sure what you're I guess you can click and delete stuff. So it looks like the only thing you can really do is put cobblestone down and delete grass and other cobblestone. I'm not sure if there's an actual character model or if it's just a floating camera. Looks like you can go down pretty deep though. So yeah, here's the first version. I guess if you wanted to, you could build a cobblestone castle, I guess, would be about the extent you could do on here. But other than that, I mean, you could see how it's like a little framework for what the game ultimately became. Alrighty, so here we go. Now we're in Infdev, so this might start to look a little bit more familiar. Let's just start it up, I guess. I don't know why it said I had a world downloaded already, but I don't recall ever doing that on this, but whatever, maybe I did. So yeah, here we are, loaded really quick. That's actually surprising for how old it is, but I mean, I guess it is a newer computer with old version, but usually still takes a couple longer than that. Honestly, love it or hate it, I adore this old grass texture, like the color and the trees, how neon green it is, and like I absolutely just think it's so like charming and so fun, and I just think it brings an element to the game that just makes it so much more appealing to the eye. I know that some people might not like it for the bright color for that reason, but I just my opinion, I love it. For some reason I don't have any sound. I don't know why. Oceans are huge still though. I think oh crap, it hit I don't know why my screen has like a blue tint in the background. Let's see if we can make a crafting table or something. Oh. Alrighty, yeah, so you could do some crafting, you could do some. And again, I'm not an expert on any of these old versions by any means. I guess beta 1.7.3, I guess I know a pretty good amount about, but other than that, like I don't know the nuances to all these. I'm just doing this as like a first time experiment. So yeah, so this is Infdev. Yeah, let's move on. Alrighty, so I guess now I have sound somehow, but for this version, I just kind of picked a version that was in the middle. The alpha's in the list, so I spawned with 1.2.1. If we went through everyone, we'd be here for forever. So I picked this version just because, like I said, it was in the middle. I think once we leave the alphas, I'm going to end with the most recent version of alpha. For now, you can see that the grass and stuff has definitely changed color. It's a lot more darker and more realistic, if you will. It's not the bright green freaking, I don't even know what you call that, but I like it. Actually, it's a nice looking hill over here. As you can see now, it's kind of starting to get that beta feel to it, but not quite there yet. You can tell it's definitely still has that alpha terrain and alpha vibe to it. Yet again, I think these old versions are just so like just charming, so appealing. It's just whenever I think of Minecraft, this is what I think of, like this generation, this look of the game. You can go third person as well in this version, which is cool. And there's snow in the game in this version too, which is cool. Other than that, I don't think there's really much else. I mean, probably a lot more crafting, a lot more stuff like that, but we don't have enough time to look over all that, but yeah, you get the point. Alrighty, so here we are in the last version of Alpha 1.2.6. Now, I actually did have a world on this version at some point. Not when it was out, but just the Plaques, I wanted to experience it. As you can see, I've spawned in some sort of desert-looking thing. Not real sure if this was when they were added or if they were there before, but who knows. That would be a cool spot to start up there in this little hill cave thingy. I honestly just dead-ass thought that over there was a structure generating, and I about shit myself, because I know for a fact there's nothing like that in this version. This desert's honestly kind of creeping me out. I don't know if it's like the lighting, but just like so weird looking. I feel like I'm in like 1998, like Windows or something. Other than that, I think it's pretty much the same as the last one. It's kind of a cool little spot here with the clay. I like that. I've never really seen clay and sand like that in deserts, but maybe this isn't a desert. Maybe it's considering it like a beach with the water, but who knows. But let's move on. Alrighty, so here we are in Beta 1, the first version of Beta. I'm not gonna lie, it literally looks the exact same as the last one we were in. I know I've walked only about 4 feet, but from first glance it looks the same. Not sure what they did in this version to add anything different. I honestly have no clue, but looks cool, I guess. Still got not smooth lighting. Yeah, I still can't use E to open my inventory. To use I. Maybe they added flower collecting or something. I'm not real sure. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, here's beta. Beta 1. I guess, I don't know. You never really see videos about Beta 1. Maybe it'll have to be a series of just called Minecraft Beta 1. It's kind of a weird version that you don't really see anybody talk about. Still got the massive looking lakes and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna move on from this version. I don't want to bore anybody, even though this is probably already boring. Alrighty, what should we pick now? We did Beta 1, so let's pick a version that's kinda in the middle of Beta. Let's do like... We play a lot on that, obviously. Let's go to Beta 1.6.1. Alrighty, now this is starting to look a little bit more like Beta 1.7.3. Now we have the smooth lighting, we have the terrain looks a lot more like smoothed out, but still has like that charm of old Minecraft. I think in this version they added maps, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not real sure. That sounds right. Like this would be the one they added maps. I'll tell you what though, this version is the one that reminds me of like when they added this game to Xbox on the 360. So I think they started developing the Xbox 360 version when the game was still in this early beta. That's why I didn't have like the hunger bar and all that new stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what it was like on the 360 was this version. What's that? Got a little tower thing over there. It's just that huge. Yeah, that's what I like about that is such a cool just generation like that over there. Got some little pumpkin patch thing. That's really cool. That'd be a cool spot to build, like this little archway. The generation in these beta versions, like the later beta versions like this and 1.7.3 is just, it's elite. I also feel like these kind of forests are just like more foresty, like with the Minecraft, like the way Minecraft's supposed to have them feel. They're just so like, just cool. And I mean, yeah, that's not a really good way to describe it, but yeah, cool. They're really cool. I mean, look at this generation, for God's sakes. This is awesome. Like this little lake and that overhang with this little whatever that is. This is just sweet. Alright, I figured I'd do a quick change over to 1.7.3 beta, and since I already have a world on here, yeah, I figured we'd just get on here so you don't have to look at like terrain anymore and just see some buildings and what it kind of looks like. I started this about 6 months ago. I haven't really played on it in a minute, but you can just kind of see how it looks with buildings and like little designs and stuff all over the place. A lot of good memories on here, even though it was not that long ago. It was the first old version where I actually went back and started like an actual world, so pretty cool stuff here. I really do like the old gravel texture like this. It just seems more Minecraft-y, I guess, if that's a word. You can see in the version still, though, when it gets dark, it kind of still has that like blocky, shadowy kind of look to it. Yeah, you can see the light just changed very slowly across it, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, pretty much the same as the last version. Probably some differences, but I'm not real sure what they are off the top of my head, like I said at the beginning. Alrighty, so here we are in the version that I started playing the game. Beta Minecraft. Oh my god, those cows are so freaking loud. Beta Minecraft 1.8.1. This was the version they added the hunger bar. I know that for a fact because I started watching the old beta videos when the game was still in those older versions. There was no hunger bars, and I didn't have the game yet. And literally, I think it was the day I got the game, this version came out, and they added hunger bars and stuff. And I was just so confused because I was watching those videos for like months, like learning the game, and I finally got it, and it was just this version came out, and it was just overhauled the game pretty drastically. I mean, we got sprint. We got this horrendous creative menu. Yeah, and all that good stuff. And the terrain generation got overhauled a lot in this version as well. Got XP. Yeah, just all that good stuff. I got a lot of memories on this, a lot of really, really good memories. We had me and my friends started our first server on this version. Had obviously my first survival world on this. Another thing that was actually kind of funny when I got on this version was obviously Endermen weren't in the old versions, and I saw an Enderman for the first time, and I thought my game was like hacked or something because I didn't know what it scared the like holy crap out of me because I didn't know what it actually was. I really do like the spruce biomes in this version for some reason. I feel like they have like a distinct look where they're just kind of plain and not much to it, but just have a unique, just weird sort of emptiness to them. I like them though. And let's not forget about the oceans in these beta versions and like the current release, just how big and vast, and there's just nothing, like literally nothing. Alright, here we are, just bringing full circle the official release of Minecraft, version 1.0. Yeah, I don't think there's much difference in this other than the end and stuff compared to 1.8.1, but just for completeness sake, here's the official version of the game where it actually came out and wasn't in beta and development anymore, but obviously we know that they've developed the crap out of it since then, so yeah, here it is. So here we are in the most recent version of the game. I'm not going to go through all the post-release versions. That would just take too long, and quite frankly, a lot of them are pretty similar. I mean, obviously they added a bunch of pretty drastic things in those versions, but I'm not gonna, this isn't what this video is about. It's more just to compare a big comparison of the versions from alpha to beta to modern to now, even though modern is now, I guess, but y'all get the point. It is very interesting just to see the evolution of the game. I think this game is a prime example of how a game can evolve. It was probably one of the first, if not the first game that had like a stable evolution and change throughout its course. A lot of games modeled this one, as you probably know and can tell. This one did it right, in my opinion. I think that the way they developed this and were consistent about it, and the price went up not that much from when they thought they needed to do it, and they weren't ripping their consumers off. And once you had the game, you had it. You didn't have to buy anything else, which is something that I think keeps people with this game, because it just, you feel at home on this game. You feel like they weren't trying to get you. They said what they were going to do, and they did it. And they keep giving you content until this day. I think I paid $7 for this game when I first got it. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 12, but I haven't had to pay a dime ever since, and I still get so much content, so much new stuff that it's just absolutely amazing, and I really appreciate that aspect of it. So to wrap the video up, I'm back on beta 1.7.3, and this is actually our server we have within our community here. We have a Discord you can join, and then we also have a server application to fill out so you can join our beta Minecraft 1.7.3 server. So if you're interested in these older versions, I would highly suggest getting on if you want to play with a group of people in a community that plays old Minecraft. Alright, we actually did have a server. Our first one was modern. We don't strictly play old Minecraft, but that's kind of what the vibe is right now, so we're going to keep it like that. For the time being, so if you want to play old Minecraft, definitely join, fill out the application. It's real easy. There's a Discord channel. You literally just go and click into it. There's a template with directions on what to do. Fill that out, and there's no issues, and you'll definitely get in. But yeah, it's a privilege to have this. I didn't think this would ever come to fruition. It was always my dream when I started this channel to have a server with people to play, especially on an older version like this, which is just, it's crazy how this version from over 10 years ago, we have a community of people playing it. They appreciate the simplicity and the charm of this old version. It really is a dream come true that this is possible. A lot of good people on here, active people on here. It's pretty much just survival. You just get in, build, contribute. Well, it's kind of like a town vibe. As you can see, we have like pathways and stuff. Build a town, build a little town, build a house, join a town. So that's kind of the vibe we're going for. We really don't have an economy in it yet. We haven't really got that involved with it, but it's coming along. Our first server was cool as well. But this one's definitely, I like this a lot better than the first version, our first server. But our first server wasn't really, it was special just because it was the first one, and a lot of people did really amazing things on there, which I really do appreciate as well. A lot of other stuff other than gaming on our Discord as well, just a bunch of guys and girls talking, having a good time. I talk about, if you made it this far and you're new, I talk about life topics, self-improvement stuff on this channel as well. Obviously gaming. Here's kind of the beginning of the town. I think you actually spawn in the water, funny enough. There's like the little beacon thing that shows where you spawn in. So yeah, this is our starter house. Anybody can take stuff from. Little farm, another portal. So yeah, it's really cool. I highly recommend you get in if you want to play with a community of people. This is kind of a throwback to Thornwall. That was what we called our first server with the town, which was interesting. So many people, crazy growth, help, census, please. But yeah, this is pretty much it. It's definitely a really cool experience. I'm going to quit rambling about it, though, because I feel like I've just said the same thing 20 times. But if you enjoyed this video, you like old Minecraft, you like new Minecraft, I don't really care. Join the server, join the Discord. We're having a really good time. Appreciate it if you made it this far. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. God bless you all. Have a great rest of your day. Yeah, that's it. See ya.